In today's video, we are headed back to Scottsdale and we are going to go to Green Acres Cemetery. There are a couple graves that I wanted to show you. One I've showed you in the past and the other one is a new one, and I thought they might be of interest to you. So right now we are going to drive back to where the graves are, and I just kind of want to show you the way as I drive so that you know how to get there in the event that you want to go and see them in person. So we are going straight through here. You have the option of going left or right. I'm going to take a right here because it all just curves around in a circle basically. And then we're going to be taking a left shortly up here, close to the flagpole there. Make a left, and we're going to go all the way to the back to the cemetery. The part that's in the back, there is a building back there, and that's where we're headed right now. And so we're just going to drive back there so I can show you exactly where these plots are. Like I said, in case you would happen to be in the area and wanted to check them out in person. So we are headed there now. Now you could either go up, you can go a little further up, but I'm going to pull off here to the right, and there is a cul-de-sac right in the back here, and that's where I'm going to park. You could park on either side of the building. I'm choosing to park here. This is where we're going to end up at the end after I show you the first one, and then we'll come back over here and I'll be right by the car where the second one is. So in today's video, we are at Green Acres Cemetery, located in Scottsdale, Arizona, just off of Hayden and about McKellips Road. And so we're going to go visit a couple grave sites while we are here. This building that you're looking at is the National Heritage Mausoleum, Library, and Museum. Now, you could go through this if it was open. If you're here before about 5 o'clock in the evening, you can go through the building. But I'm going to go around the side over here. There is this Abraham Lincoln kind of plaque or whatever you want to call it there. We're just taking a quick look at that. And then we are going to head through the gates and go look at the first grave site that I wanted to show you. So I'm just going to follow this sidewalk along here, go through the gates, and it won't be too far in, and then that will be the first gravesite that I wanted to show you today. Now, this particular one I have showed you in the past. If you have watched my videos for any length of time, you may have seen this. But just follow the sidewalk here, and we're going to follow the sidewalk like I said, and then we're going to make a sharp left turn, and then that's going to be where the plaque is that I wanted to show you. There are actually two plaques that I want to show you. It's a man and his wife, but particularly the man, and it's right ahead here. It's kind of in the lower part of this, and I am showing you right about where it is, right there. This is Emil Kranzler, 1910 to 1993, and it says, "I'm off to see the wizard." Now, he is one of the munchkins that was in The Wizard of Oz, and I was able to find him recently and actually looked it up on the computer and found that he was here. So that was why I came here and did a video. And then this is his wife, Marcella May Kranzler, 1922 to 2004, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Now, I'm not sure if she is in the movie or not, but she is his wife. And I really liked what they put on their plaques as to referring to the Wizard of Oz. So right now we're just going to head on over, and we're going to take you to the second one. With the second one that I wanted to show you, which is the newer one that you have not seen, unless you happen to know that it's here, and that is really outside of this little park type area that we're in right now, and we're going to go back out by where the parking lot is, kind of close to where I parked, and that's going to be where the second one is. I just wanted to show you how to get there. You could park right in the cul-de-sac and just go directly to it, unless you wanted to check out the Man from the Wizard of Oz, then you would want to go through here. But either way, you can get there. It's not hard to figure out. So we just have a little bit further to walk here, and then out by the car, and we will it'll be off to the right-hand side, and then we will look at the site and tell you a little bit about it. So we're almost there, and like I said, it's on the right-hand side, and it's right ahead there, and it's this thing. It's kind of like a bench. Is what it kind of looks like. It's one of the bench type. It's over there with the yellow flowers. I'm almost there right now, but we'll go show you it. So here we are, and it has some nice flowers on both sides, and this is who it is. It is Don Lapre. Now, I'm not sure if you know who Don Lapre is. He was well known for his infomercials on TV. And this is when he was born and when he died. So here is his plaque that is on the actual bench. And it is quite nice. And I'm probably going to let you read it yourself. But it does say forever in our hearts. It's got his family on there, his wife, his kids, although they would be much older now. And at least at the time, that's what they look like. He had shown his wife and his family in his infomercials from time to time. I used to watch these infomercials over and over and over. He had a lot of energy and excitement about what he was selling. I actually liked the guy and actually bought one of his programs. And the nice thing was that he offered a 30-day money-back guarantee, and after looking it over, I found that it wasn't for me. And that particular one that I was doing was, if you're familiar with his ads that he did, they was talking about placing tiny little ads. He lived in a one-bedroom apartment, and he made all this money by placing these tiny little ads all over the country. And so at the time, I was thinking, well, I'll see if I can make some extra money. And so I checked into Don Lapre and his infomercial and what he was selling. And it just wasn't for me because it was going to cost more money, maybe $1,000 or so, something like that. It's been a long time to get it up and running, and I was not willing to put that much into it. I think it might have been about $39.95, but like I said, he did follow through and did give me my money back, so I am appreciative of that he was a man of his word, at least as far as that goes. Now, as far as everything else goes, this video is not intended to bash him in any way. He was convicted of fraud, and he did go to jail, and I think he had many counts of fraud against him. However, I do not know the full details. Since I don't know what really happened, like I said, I'm not going to say anything bad against the guy. Like I said, I liked him a lot, and anyways, the sad part with him is that he ended up taking his own life. So that's kind of the sad part of the story. As far as for him, I don't know again what happened with people that bought his items and were very dissatisfied or felt that they were fraud, that there was fraud involved, and maybe there was and maybe there wasn't. I'm not here to make that determination. The only thing that I was here to do is just to show you that just by chance, I happened to find his grave, wasn't looking for it, had no idea it was here, but I happened to find it, so I thought I would do a video on it. And I want to be respectful to his family because they are at a loss of their dad and their husband. And so, like I said, I'm not here to say anything bad, but if you want to, you can check out some of his infomercials, and you can see him and what he was selling. Now, he did do the tiny little ads spiel that he did. The next thing that Don was selling was the Incredible Product Store. This was a infomercial that was done with Alan Thicke, and they did this little commercial together. And what it was like a display that you would put inside of a mall. They may have numerous ones that would take up or wouldn't take up a lot of space, but yet would give you the opportunity to sell your product. And then underneath your product, it would have pamphlets for those that were interested in what was available, and then they could buy the product. So that's kind of was the next step. Then after that, then he did the world's greatest vitamin, and I believe that's the last thing that he had done that I was aware of. And I watched all of these infomercials over and over and over again. I think I just was interested in the excitement that he had. I thought he was a good salesman, and I think that's why I watched him over and over. And like I said, I did buy the one item, but then returned it at a later date within my 30 days, so I could get my money back. So like I said, I'm glad at least I did get my money back. As I've been thinking about this, I just remembered the name of the package that I did was the Making Money package that dealt with classified ads. They had 1-900 numbers. I had no interest in that, but I was interested in placing the ads in order to make money. So that was the one that I had done, and I think that was his most popular project that he had. And of course, maybe a lot of other people took advantage or whatever of what else he had to offer, but that was the one that I did. So if you were around in the 1980s, 90s, 2000s, early 2000s, you may have seen some of his infomercials and may have seen what he had to sell. I think he was quite popular, and I think that a lot of people watched him, and that's why I kind of wanted to do this video, because I felt that a lot of people knew him, and I had no clue that he was buried here. Like I said, I just stumbled on it, and I knew he was from the Phoenix area, so I was well aware of that. Just had no idea, or never really even thought about where he might be buried. But just wanted to bring you this video. I want it to be a positive video, and I hope that's what it ends up being. If you haven't taken the time to read what this says on this plate that is on the bench, you might want to take the time to do that. You can always pause the video and read it, or back up the video, and while I'm talking you can read it as well. But I didn't read it for you. I just thought I'd let you read it, and like I said, you can always pause the video and then go on from there. Here is one more look at Don's plaque, and you can see how nice that it is. Unfortunately, over the years, plaques in the Arizona sun don't do well, and they tend to turn color, and that's kind of what's happened here. But at least you can see all the pictures, and like I said, hopefully you've had a chance to read it as well. If you want to see some of his infomercials, you can see them just by putting in Don Lapre, and you can see them. They're all over on YouTube. I chose not to link them, but if you want to go that route and want to see them, then that will be up to you to go and check out yourself. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and make sure you do subscribe. We'll see you next time.